Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today for you, like I promised, I have my Halo Legendary Crate finally. Comes from Loot Crate. It is $35 a month plus tax, so it ends up being about, I think, $44 and some change. I have gotten one of these before. It was a few years ago. It was actually the Team Arena themed one, I believe it was, which I loved. But anyway, this month's I had to get this one because I saw that the theme was for this cycle was Halo Reach, and I love that game so much. And one thing I thought was cool that they were doing for this theme was that they were doing each member of Noble 6, so each box was individual for each member. The last one that they had was for Cat, so I believe this is the last one. This one is for Emil, who hands down was my favorite character in the whole game. I did not open this box. Alright, so first glance, that is amazing. I love that. I always loved that part of Emil's outfit, the skull that he kind of had carved into his helmet. But anyway, I'm trying not to look at anything in particular, but the first thing I do want to look at is the Halo icon, just because you can expect them. This is awesome. I'm looking at this up close, and it is not what I expected it would be for Emil. I thought his stance would be a little bit different or something. This is awesome. I hope you can see that well enough, but that is a really awesome figure. I do have my other one from my other Halo Loot Crate, which was this one. Like I said, Team Arena. So having a character that I actually like compared to that. So the next thing I see in here is, I can read it, but it says Salt and Pepper Shaker. These, I would, I'm not sure if I would honestly, personally use these or not. But it's still something to have. Like I said, I really didn't care what was going to come in this box just because it was Emil themed. I had to. I absolutely had to get it. Like I said, because he is my favorite character. He's pretty much actually my favorite character in the whole Halo series, besides Master Chief and the Arbiter. So I'm gonna go to this next, which I notice is I don't see anything with a code yet, which I know it's in there. But last time I got it, they had the little documents that kind of told of like a specific event during the Halo timeline or something like that. Here we have something that's confidential Banshee Covenant ground support aircraft. So it's just a little bit, kind of shows you a little bit about the craft. I do have the Halo 2 Xbox guide, which is, Jesus, yeah, that game came out so long ago. But, it has stuff like this. I always look forward to this because, I don't know if people know or not, but I am a huge Halo fan. Halo is like one of my top 3 favorite passions that I love playing and doing stuff for. I'm excited. I'm hoping that it's a shotgun, but nope. See, that was the title of this month's box. Renegade is a Banshee. I'm always sad because I have yet to get a gold one yet, but still, very cool. Like I said, if it was a shotgun or something, or a pistol, one of my favorite weapons, I would definitely rock it. But this may be going to my friend, you know who you are. I'm going to go for the poster next, just because I'm not sure what this is, and I'm definitely not sure what this is. And plus, Emil, it's a poster. I mean, this I would definitely get a frame for and put on my wall somewhere. So the next thing, because I just kind of saw it on the back of my little poster that I opened that tells you what comes in it. It's a bandana of some kind, but I did briefly see it sprawled out. One thing I noticed, there's not, for these themes, there's not a shirt, which I was actually kind of looking forward to. But yeah, that is badass. I really like that a lot. Emil's helmet as a handkerchief. I would definitely wear this. I would definitely rock this if I went to some kind of Halo event or End of the World event. On to the next thing. At the end of this, I'm going to show, of course, an overview of everything that is in here. So here's the last thing. I'm surprised. This actually feels heavy. It has a little bit of weight to it. It feels hard. Just by feeling it, I know what it is, but I will wait until I open it. That's one thing I always love that they do. They put Halo Legendary Crate on everything, just because there's really not a lot of Halo merchandise that you could go out and buy in a store, like on your own. So it's cool to have as much as you can get. But feeling what it is, yeah, like I said, we have a flask, but I'm not sure what is on it. And I'm not that big of a drinker, so sadly, this is not for me. But yeah, that is badass. I really like that. And it comes with... I'm not even sure what the hell this is. Some kind of... It almost looks like a dropper of some kind, or a mouthpiece. I will leave that there for a second, and I will have to look at my little thing to tell me what it is. It does not say. And quite frankly, I'm not going to say I'm confused, but I'm a little unsure why Emil would have a flask. Like I said, I know these aren't items that, you know, they necessarily own or anything like that, but just kind of a surprise that they would have something like this, because they don't ever show that any Spartans ever drink or anything like that. But it's a standard flask. It doesn't feel like it's made of like any top grade material. It kind of does have like a sandy, like gold tint to it, which I like a lot. But that's one thing I've always loved about Emil, was what he did to his visor, because this skull is just so awesome looking. That's all the items that are in here. Yet again, I want to give you guys another bit of a look at the artwork for the box, which I thought is awesome. I'm definitely going to be keeping this. Man, let me move this out of the way and kind of put everything out. The salt and pepper shakers. We have the Banshee Renegade pin. Then we have our Halo icon of the little Emil figure. Then we have his badass flask, which if I ever do drink in the near future, I'm probably definitely going to be using that. We have our little confidential Banshee, low profile, gives us the dimensions and weapons, things like that that are in the vehicle, which I'm going to scoot aside for the badass bandana. That's pretty much it for the box. My initial response is, you know, I was excited. I'm not going to say I'm disappointed, but I definitely thought there would be one or two things cooler. The only thing I would probably say that I could go without is definitely the salt and pepper shakers. Not that, don't get me wrong, not that I don't like it, but you know, you see all the other crates that they've done and all the other members for Noble 6, and I don't know. I was just expecting something a little bit different. Like I said, I'm not disappointed, because anything Halo, and yet anything Halo that has Emil on it, I am going to love. But yeah, this is definitely going to go on my counter with my other Funko Pops and my other Halo figure that I have. This I'm probably going to give to one of my best friends who's also a cook. Like I said, you know who you are. As well as the pin. I said, I like the pins. My luck is I never get anything that I want, because as a Halo player, I like driving vehicles, but other than that, I don't have like a personal favorite one or anything like that. Like I said, if and when I do drink, I'm definitely going to use this flask. which is really badass. I think for me, this and the bandana are definitely tied for the coolest. Like I was saying with the bandana, this is definitely something I'm going to use at some point, but if not, it would definitely still make a cool decoration. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Loot Crate. This loadout is called Renegade, which you can kind of assume because that's kind of what Emil was. I'm not going to be getting another one of these. It's not really a funny story, and I don't want to bore you, but yeah, I was not happy. Because I ordered this, like I said, at the end of March. Towards the end of April, I was expecting it to get ready to be shipped, and I did not see anything. It did have a little tracking option at one point on my Loot Crate page that disappeared for weeks. So I had absolutely no idea whatsoever what was going on with my crate. There was multiple times that I had contacted, members of customer service or whatever, and tried to get a refund, actually, just because I thought it was taking too long. I mean, here we are at the end of May. I know it's every other month, but I did start seeing other people on YouTube that they were getting the cat, legendary crate. So I didn't think that this was coming this month. So I don't know if this was like a special offer or something that they had. But like I said, overall I'm pretty happy. If I could, I would definitely rather have something a little bit different, a little bit more personalized, maybe some stuff a little bit more practical. Just because, like I said, as much as I love the flask, I know not everybody drinks, because I'm not a big drinker myself. But overall, I'm excited. Like I said, the only thing I wish I would have got different was a different pin, and I wish they would have did something different besides the salt and pepper shakers. But overall, I'm happy. This is definitely stuff that I'm going to hold on to. I like to hold on to my Halo merchandise because, like I said, just Halo merchandise over the years has really been hard to actually get. And when I say that, I mean stuff that's like actually personalized. Because like this bandana and stuff, there's no way you would ever find that in a store. And most of the, like gaming stores and FYE places that sell stuff like that would never have anything like this. The only thing I could see that they would sell in stores is maybe like the pins, and definitely in this case the salt and pepper shaker, because as you all know that these figured that the Halo icons are a limited thing that they only have in the legendary crates. But anyway, that's gonna be my video for today. Like I said, overall I'm happy. Is this stuff that I thought I was gonna get? No, but that's the thing that's great about these boxes, is you can really never know what to get. Show you one last time. I have a big shot of everything unboxed in there. Like I said, definitely, as well as the box too. If you ever get these boxes, you'll see what I mean, that the designs are always great. Even the Team Arena one that I have from a year or two ago is still upstairs in another room that I still have, just because even the quality of the boxes of these are still great. But anyway, that is my video for today. Maybe next week I may do another movie review. I may be eyeing Venom, possibly. That's one thing I would love for you guys to give me some feedback and let me know if there's a particular movie you think I would be good at reviewing, or one that you think I should see, anything like that. I'd love for you guys to comment and let me know below. Like I said, this is going to be the last one of these. Unless the theme is really good, I'm not going to get them. And I'm not saying I don't feel like it's unwarranted for the price, but that's why I got this one, because I love Emil. And I love Noble Team and Halo Reach in general, but ever since I played the game, he was just my favorite character. And like they state on the box, document, share, and enjoy. So that is my opening for my Halo Legendary crate. If you're interested, go on their website, check it out. Like I said, it's about $35, but with tax, it's like $44 and some change. So it is worth it because some of this stuff does have, you know, value, and it will have value later down the line. But anyway, that's it. I appreciate you guys for watching my video. Hopefully you enjoy. I'll see you guys next time on my next review. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good day.